everybody. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have some rain going on today, guys. Rain, rain. Mint chocolate chip. What? Hi, Lisa. First thumbs up. Thank you, Lisa. Mint chocolate chips and a gift membership. What are you doing, my friend? Mint chocolate chip. Thank you, buddy. Tranquil. Hi, Tranquil. Oh my goodness, Tranquil. How are you? Tranquil. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh. It's weird how some people fall off of your. Um, wow. I have to get over to see you, Tranquil. I'm so sorry. Hi, Lee. Magnetic North. Hi, Lee. Mint. He said another one. Thank you, Mint chocolate chip balls. Oh my God. Rhinestone Suzanne. Aw. Oh, Abigail. Good morning, Richard. Thank you. What are you doing? Hi, Abigail. Welcome, you guys. I know. Thank you so much, Mint. That's so kind. You have a lot going on in the morning? I hear you, girl. I hear you. How are you, Tranquil? Oh my goodness. How's Miracle? Wow. Welcome, everybody. It's Saturday, right? Lee Lou. Hey, Lee Lou. Is Lee Lou here? Did I miss you, Lee? Oh no, Lee Magnetic North, not Lee Lou. All right. You scared me for a minute there. How am I? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I just had some breakfast. I worked on some diamond painting, and now here I am. How about you guys? How's everybody's Saturday? There's some rain going on. Morning, Tranquil. Yeah, good morning, Tranquil. Back next with Abigail. Mint says, hi, Lisa. Michael's here. Hey, Michael, how's it going? We have rain going on. You had that yesterday? It seems okay. Oh, okay. Mint, I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you this morning? I'm good too. Thank you, buddy. Oh, I just spilled my tea. Oh, I didn't spill it. I thought I spilled my tea. Everyone says hi to Michael. Lisa, good morning, Michael, too. Dennis, he said, good morning, God blessings. Thank you, Dennis. Right back to you. How are you, Dennis? Good to see you. There's a lot going on here this morning. Lisa's hi, Dennis. Mint says hi, Dennis. Dennis. Mint's using those emojis. Thank you, Mint. Hi, Lou. Lou Becker. Yeah, it's a nice canal, isn't it? It's pretty nice. Thank you, Lou Becker. Oh, Michael using those emojis. Thank you, Michael. Hi, Bev. Hey, Bev, how are you? I'm very well. Thank you so much. Lisa, good morning. God blessings to you too. You are so kind, Lisa. Bev says I'm okay. Well, happy Saturday, you guys. It's the weekend. Dennis is using emojis too. Thank you, Dennis. Michael, why does that one boat have a cover on it? because he's not using it right now. Hey, Jeff Rubin, how's it going? Good morning, Jeff. He says, good morning, everybody. Lee says, hi, Bev. That's got a cover on it, and that's got a cover on it. Minchuk Chipal says, please double tap the screen and subscribe if you haven't already. All are welcome unless you're trolling. There you go. No trolls. Dennis says, good morning to Lisa. Uncle Hairball's here. Hey, Uncle. Good morning, y'all. Wonderful people. You're wonderful. How are you? Colleen. Hey, Colleen. Colleen's good morning, everybody. Jeff says, hi, everybody. Mint says the water has a lot of, yeah, yard work. People blow their yard work in there. Hmm. You don't have to bag up your grass clippings here. You just whip them in the canal. I'll just say on mend as nerve problems today, sciatica kicked in. Oh, Lee, I'm so sorry, bud. I'm so sorry about that. Min says hi to Colleen. Bev says hi, Lisa. Phoenix sent a floating heart. Thank you, Phoenix. I saw it go by. They're so cute. They really are. Phoenix, thank you so much, Dolly. How are you this Saturday? I gotta tell you, I was in your live yesterday, Dolly. I couldn't really listen because I had to be like listening to something else, but I was watching you, and I just thought you looked so good. I thought your skin looked really good. I thought your eyes looked really good. I thought your hair was beautiful. I think you had on a like a bandana and braids. I think that's what you had on, and I just thought you looked really, really beautiful. So I just want you to know that, Dolly. Even though I wasn't listening, I was watching. Dennis says, good morning. Jeff, how's it going over there? Jeff, we got rain over here. How about you guys? Bev says, hi to Colleen. Colleen, how's it going? Colleen, you're up early, girl. Lee says, hi, Uncle. Min says, hi, Dolly. Good morning. Colleen says, morning, mint chocolate chip balls. Lee says, hi, Colleen. Lisa, hi, Bev. Uncle says, hey, oh, that's right, Uncle. Hashtag Jetpack Daisy May. Don't forget. That's it. Right on. Michael says, way too hot. It's 98. Oh, mint, it's pretty decent today. Skeeter Yurda, hey. Skeeter Yurda. Thank you, Dolly. She sent another floating heart. Oh, they're so pretty. Thank you, Dolly. You're so wonderful. Colleen says, hi, Uncle Hairball. Thank you, Phoenix Fireside. Uncle says, hi, Dolly. Colleen says it's a little overcast and rainy. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Addison, how's it going, buddy? Addison. Uncle says, hi, Colleen. Lisa says, hi, Jeff. Lisa says, it's okay. It's a long-term thing. I have sciatica too, but I feel for you. Uncle says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Mint. Bev says, hey, Mint. Lisa says, hey, Mint. Uncle says, hey, Bev. Lisa says, hi, Dolly. All right. I think I'm back caught up. Addison. Oh, I love you too, all. Look at all those love hearts. I love those. And kisses. Thank you, Dolly. You're so sweet. What a way to start your morning, everybody, right? With Phoenix Fireside giving you love. That's a wonderful morning. Thank you, Dolly. Addison says, good. How about you? I'm also good, Addison. Yurt. I hear something. Hold on, guys. I hear something. Well, it must just be multiple aircraft or something. Sorry about that. Mint, did you see my poll question on your channel, Miss Daisy May? I left this morning. No, this is the first thing I'm doing on YouTube right now, is this. I did not look at anything. I will, though, Richard. I will. Bev says, hey, Phoenix. Colleen says, so glad it's Saturday. I bet, right? Hi, Uncle Hairball. Is your mic wireless? Right now, you mean, Uncle? Right now, I'm just using my phone. How's the sound, by the way? Lee, I think it's why I'm doing more tours instead of digging river searching, right? You gotta do what's best for you, Lee. Lisa says, hi, Uncle Hairball. It not be in the water, safe in the water. You're right. You're right. Be careful. I did not, Richard, but I will. Mint says, hey, Yurda. Magnetic North says, hi, Yurda. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Skeetura Yurda. What's going on, Addison? You're so funny. Thank you so much, Dolly, for the floating hearts. You're so special. Thank goodness for go-go juice. There you go, Colleen. Enjoy. Uncle Hairball says, okay, maybe a breeze. It sounded weird for a second. Oh, let me know. I can go get it. Talk off coffee. I need to run to the shop real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Be careful, man. Cornbread. Hey, Cornbread. Cornbread. Oh boy, we're getting all cluttered up with UDX members. I love you guys. Stop by, say hello. Mint says, hey, Cornbread. Lisa says, good morning to Colleen. Uncle Hairball says, what's going on, Cornbread? What's going on? I could get the remote mic. How's the sound, you guys? You want me to get the remote mic? Colleen says, good morning to Lisa. Lisa smiles a lot. Lisa. Hi, Lexi. How's Lexi today? Thank you for being here, everybody. Please remember to hit that like button if you would be so kind. Thank you. Uncle UDX, IDX, they DX, we all DX. Cornbread's hairball, what's up? What's going on? All right, I'm gonna get the remote mic. Hold on, okay? All right, let's see, is this better? Is this any better? 16 likes, now keep it up, people. Thank you, guys. Lexi, my oldest son got his tonsils removed. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. He'll be okay, though. It sounds good? Okay. Old Path Woodworks. Hey, Old Path. Good morning, Old Path Woodworks. Thank you for being here. He says, Shabbat Shalom. Magnetic North says, hi, Lexi. Uncle Hairball says, bring out the ice cream. I could go for ice cream anytime. Lisa says, hi, Old Path. Magnetic North Adventure says, hello, Old Path. Lisa says, hi, Lexi, sending you hugs. Aw, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, Lexi, that's tough, but, he's going to be okay. Lisa says, hi, Cornbread. Uncle says, hi, Old Path Woodworks. Cornbread is our host with the most, ready for an unveiling. Unveil what? What would you like me to unveil? You kids today are so cute. I'm an old woman, guys. I'm old. Believe me. It is tea time, though, and I will show you that. There you go. Lexi, I've never had my tonsils removed, so I don't know the pain. Me neither. And my kids never had theirs removed either. But he's going to be okay. I'm sure they gave you some type of a pain medication. And he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Thousands of kids, thousands get that done. Excuse me. I have the sneezes. It's always tea time, says Jeff. There you go, Jeff. That's right. It's always tea time. We need to pin you up, my friend, because that is the message of the day. Cornbread yourself. Oh, myself? Why would I do that? My channel is not about myself. My channel is about my dog. If my channel is about myself, maybe. Maybe we'll start a new channel. It's all about me. Uncle says, I like the chocolate peanut butter fudge. Chocolate ice cream, chunks of fudge, and pieces of actual peanut butter cups in it. That sounds good. That does sound good. Abigail says hi to Lisa. Cornbread is coffee and honey, man. Coffee and honey. There you go. Lexi says he's asleep with my dog. Let him sleep. Yeah, if he wants to sleep, let him sleep. Lisa says, God bless you. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, a couple sneezes going on over there. Abigail says, hi, Lisa. Uncle says, hey, Jeff, how's it going? Jenny's Cozy Corner. Hey, Jenny. Jenny says, good morning, y'all. Good morning, Jenny. 8675309, Jenny. You've probably heard that your whole life. Uncle says, hi, Abigail. Old Path Woodworks says, hi, Lee and Uncle Hairball. Jeff says, hi, Uncle. Uncle says, hey, Jenny. Abigail says, let's double tapping. Everyone welcome in. Oh, thank you, Abigail. Billiard Bago. Well, if that isn't a blast from the past, how's my friend Billiard Bago? Florida weather overcast and 184. 184. Yeah. About that, Billiard Bago. You got it. How are you, Billiard Bago? Welcome back and good to see you. I hope you're having a great summer. Hey, Troll Slayer's here. Hi, Troll Slayer. How's it going? Troll Slayer. How are you feeling? I know you've been sick. Hope you're feeling a lot better. Lisa's hi, Jenny. Lisa's hi, Billiard Bago. Uncle says hi, Billiard Bago. Hi, Troll Slayer. Lisa says hi, Abigail. Troll Slayer says hello, Uncle Hairball. Sono's here. Sono. No way. Sono's up already. Sono says good morning, Daisy. Good morning, Sono. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Cornbread bread says best honey isn't from Florida. Is from Florida. Excuse me. Really? Is there a difference? Jenny says hi, everybody. Lee says hi, Troll Slayer. Uncle Hairball says morning, Sono. Lee says morning, Sono. Jenny says hi, Cornbread. Troll Slayer says morning, Sono. Bugs. Hey, Bugs. Bugs is what? Andrea, right? You're Andrea. Can I see your beautiful face? What is it with that, guys, girls? Lexi, I have him in my bedroom because I have 5 other kids. Yeah, yeah, keep him. That's a good idea, Lexi. Keep him separated. He needs to heal and feel better. Someone says, good morning, Troll Slayer in chat. So, no, it's all about freedom. Jenny says 64, low humidity, and the sun is shining here in Pennsylvania. We have 81 and muggy, and rain. We've had rain all morning. Lisa says, hi, Billiard Bago. Someone says, morning, Lee at Magnetic North. Troll says, hello, Magnetic. Lisa's Bugs, no host doesn't have to show her face. Thank you, Magnetic North Adventures. Thank you. Lisa says, hi to Troll Slayer. Sonar said, hey, Billiard Bago. And Billiard Bago says, good morning. Jenny says, hi, Bugs. Troll says, hello, Lisa. Jenny says, hi, Troll Slayer. Troll Slayer says, morning, Jenny. Old passes Daisy. Do you have channel stickers? I do, but they're kind of generic, and I'm working on getting new ones made. Old Path, yes. I will have new ones soon. How about you? Lisa says, good morning, Sonal. Jenny says, hi, Old Path. Lexi, but I have to go because he's crying. Okay, bye, Lexi. Yeah, go take care of your baby. Uncle says, I know what it is. People like to look at hurtful things. You're so cute. Jeff Rubin says, you're adorable little dog. I think you should put her paw in ink to autograph her photo and sell them. Really? I would buy an autograph headshot of Daisy. Really, Jeff? She is so cute, isn't she? That's a good idea. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I'm McDonald's. That's a good idea, Jeff. We will sell a little Daisy paraphernalia. I like it, Jeff. Jenny says, hi, Jeff. Hi, Lexi. Cornbread says, Jenny, hello. Jeff says, hi, Jenny. Mint, that's right. Mint's our member. That's right, Mint. Jenny says, hi, Bill, your bag go. Old Pat says, hello to Jenny. Jeff says, hi, Cornbread. Troll Slayer, double tap your screen. It gives a like. Thank you. Thank you, Troll Slayer. Please double tap your screen, everybody. Jenny says, hi, Mint, Magnetic North, 2 member. That's right, Lee. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. Old Passage, yeah, I got stickers. Oh, okay. Well, as soon as I get the new ones, which will be another couple of weeks, we can we can exchange some. I'm working on them. Troll Slayer's just a little mint chocolate chip. Mint says, hi, Lexi. Jenny says, hi, Kumari. Hi, Kumari. Hey, Kumari, how's it going? Cornbread says, hi, Jeff. Morning. Jenny says, hi, Uncle Kumari. Kumari, how are you today? Happy Saturday weekend. Mint says, hi, old Padma Lurks. Jenny says, hi, Lisa. Mint says, hi, Kumari. Lisa's using emojis. Thank you, Lisa. Everyone says, hi to Kumari. Hi, Mint. Hi, Kumari. Uncle's using emojis. Jenny says, hi, hi to Magnetic North. Troll says, hello, Mint Chocolate. Jenny says, what's up on this beautiful Saturday? Yeah, what's up, everybody? Anybody got plans? Going on vacation? Going away for the day trip? Excuse me, day spa? Family picnic? A fair? Country fair? County fair? The movies? Anybody doing anything fun? Coffee cake? Hey, girl. Coffee cake's here. Coffee cake. How are you, girl? Good to see you. Ava, it's a really good morning. Do you know why? Why, Ava? Welcome, Ava. Jenny says, hi, Sono. Kamari says, it's a beautiful day. I can't complain. That's a good attitude, Kamari. Like it. Coffee cakes using emojis. Thank you. Mint says, I'm happy now. The kettle is on, about to have my first coffee of the day. Okay. Cornbread says, Daisy Miller. Yeah, I don't know who those people are, Cornbread. Lisa's got cookies. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, coffee cake. How are you, girl? Oh, excuse me, guys. Mint says, you're all the fun I need in my life days. Aw, you're so sweet, Richard. Nobody really. Hey, nobody really. How's it going? Nobody really. Who's really somebody? Jason Phelps is here. I need some water, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. I have a really bad tickle. Jenny says, hi, Abigail. She says, hi, coffee. Nothing to do. Hey, nothing to do. Jason, how's it going? Jason Phelps, everybody. Jason's here. Ava says, because my kids are with their dad, so I get 4 days without kids. There you go. You guys are so sweet. Nobody really. How's it going with you? Nobody really. Welcome in. Coffee Cake says hi to Lisa and Magnetic North and Ava. Old Path says, Shabbat Shonuf. LOL. That's what I'm doing. Jason says, good morning, Daisy. I missed you too, Jason. I have stopped in your live, so Jason, even though I don't usually talk, I do stop and visit for a few minutes and I give you a like. So I really am there. Lisa says, hi, Jason. Hi, nobody really. Jenny says, hi, Jason. Jason says, hi, everybody. Abigail says, hi, nobody. Everyone says hi to Jason and nobody really. Nothing to do. What's up? What's up with you? Nobody really. Thank you for being here. Good to see all of you guys. Why do you need 3 boats? Nothing. I don't have a boat at all. Those are not my boats. I don't have a boat. A troll says, a little Abigail. Excuse me, guys. Jason says, love you, everyone. We love you too. Jason Phelps. So good to see you. Cornbread says, The Great Gatsby. American literature. Nothing to do says hello. Hello, nothing to do. Uncle says hi. Coffee Cake says hi, Abby to the Gale. Abigail says, where's Nicole B? I don't know. Nicole B only stops in here once in a great while. Mint says, nothing to do. How's it go? Lisa says, good morning, Ava. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Coffee Cake says hi to Uncle. Oh, I'm so far behind again. Jason says hi, Coffee. Lisa says hi, my favorite coffee cake. She's my favorite coffee cake, too. Nobody says I'm tired. You're tired, nobody? Go back to bed. Can you go back to bed? Coffee Cake says hi, Jason. Corbin says, what's up, Magnetic North? Somebody named Jay is here. Welcome, Jay. I cannot read that, but welcome. Coffee Cake says hi, somebody really? Jason says hi, friends. Hope your morning is great. Thank you, Jason. Hope yours is too. Lisa says hi, nobody really. Coffee Cake, she's using emojis. Thank you, Coffee. Jason, hope everyone's having an amazing day, as I hope you are. Cornbread, no boat in Florida. That's un-American. Well, we used to have a boat. We sold it. My husband didn't like it. I loved it, but I didn't have to drive it. And I did drive it a little bit, but you know the movie Driving Miss Daisy? It was driving Miss Daisy in a boat. Nobody really can't sleep. Got bills, need paid, must find job today. Oh, okay. Well, good for you for being headstrong like that. Yep. Hi, Joseph Paul. Joseph Paul, welcome. Nobody really says hi, Lisa. Uncle Harold says good luck. Nobody. I hope you find something. Me too. Nobody really, and you will. You will find something. I like your determination. I think I'm caught up, everybody. We can borrow one. I'll drive. Lisa, we'll borrow the big one, don't you think? Can you drive that big one, Lisa? You need a captain to drive that boat. I'm sure you need a license to drive that boat. Over a certain length, you have to have a license. Remington Page is here. Hey, Remy, how are you? Lee, be right back going to the shop. You got it, Lee. Joseph, what country is this? This is the United States. Joseph, what country are you in? Cornbread, two great moments owning a boat, buying and selling. Right? Right, Cornbread? Yeah. Remington Page, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Brandano, hey. Hello, Blue Line Grandma. What does that mean? Lee says, hi, Remy. Uncle Hairball says, mint chocolate chip balls. I had a 24-foot Bayliner years ago. Oh, nice, Uncle. Mint says, you got to keep your head up high and stay strong. There's a job out there for you. Nobody. You'll find something soon, buddy. Good. Good advice, Mint Chocolate Chip. He will. Jenny says, hi, Remington. Remington says, feeling better. You're feeling better? Were you not feeling well? Jenny says, hi, Joseph. Remington says, hi, Jenny. Subby, good morning, Miss Daisy. Hey, Subby. Hi, Subby and Tori. Oh, there's Tori. California. I was going to say, where's Tori? She says, good morning, Daisy and chat. Everybody say hi to Tori, California Dreamin', and Subby. Welcome, you guys. You guys are up early. It's only 6:30 where you live, right? Joseph says, hi, Jenny. Hey, Joseph. Uncle Haribo says hi to California Dreamin' Tori. Joe, you're from Nigeria? Well, welcome. Welcome from Nigeria. Welcome. Subby says, good morning, Uncle. Jenny says, hi, California Dreamin'. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Subby. Min says, thank you, Uncle. I was typing and couldn't get to it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Subby says, good morning to Uncle Hairball. Mint Chocolate Chip says, hey, Tori. Jenny says, hi, Subby. California Dreamin'. Good morning, Uncle Hairball. Mint says, hi, Subby. Lisa, how do you keep up? Remington, I had chest pains and sweats. You did have chest pains and sweats. You're right. I remember. And you're feeling better now? Keep an eye on that Remington Page, okay? Keep an eye on it. Subby says, hi, Jenny. And good morning, Richard. Tori says, good morning, Richard. I think I'm caught up. I hope I didn't miss anybody. California Dreaming. Remington, so glad to hear you're feeling better. Yes, me too, Remy. Yeah, me too. Joseph. I am Joseph in the Bible, okay? If you say so, sure. Who am I to say who you are, right? Only you know who you are. Chest pains are never good. No, they're not. Mm-mm. Nope. California Dreamin'. Has anyone heard from Anne and praying for her? I have not heard from her, although I did not check my email. She could have emailed me. Remington, I feel a lot better. I just hope it wasn't another heart attack. If you suspect it may have been, then you really need to seek medical treatment, even if it was over with yesterday. Remington Page, if you think you might have had a heart attack yesterday, you need to go to the doctor today. It's imperative. Okay. You like my yard? Thank you. Mint, I have a question, Daisy May. If you didn't retire in Florida, where would your second choice be? Richard, you want the truth? It would be Italy. Italy. It would be Italy. I was actually planning on retiring to Italy or living partially in Italy. But, plans change. And here I am in Florida. Terry C. Hey, Terry. Terry says, good morning from Ohio. Terry, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uncle says the Highlands of Scotland. Jenny says, yes, Remington, better safe than sorry. Right on. Mint, she was in Nature Dog Realms live last night and she's getting by. It's just the things which is happening with her daughter making her feel down. Wait, what? Who's she? Mint, who are you talking about? Oh, Anne? Anne doesn't have a daughter. Yeah, I've been to Italy twice. So I know I know I wanted to actually live there. Yeah. Remington, you're too young to retire. No, I'm not. Terry says, hello, everyone. Good to see y'all. Good to see you too, Terry. Terry says, take care of yourself, Remington Page. Yeah. Remington says, I know. I've had one before. I had 19, right? Yeah. Jenny says, hi, Terry. C from Pennsylvania. Min says, Italy, that would be awesome. Yeah, it would have been. Tori, Remington, please seek medical attention. Heart attacks and come on. Yes, yes. Oh, it might be someone else. Okay. 1967 Ford Mustang. Light on. Thank you, Mustang. How's it going? But she was asking for prayers. Anne was or somebody else was? Min says, good morning, Mustang. Hey, Mustang, how's it going? Jenny says, hi, 1967. Anne was. Okay. Hmm. I'll have to check my email and see if I heard from her. If not, I'll email her. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. I know she was at the hospital with her leg, she said. Remember? She came in the Scrabble game and said, I'm at the hospital with my leg. Hey, Mustang. Hi, Stuart. Stuart, how are you? Welcome. Min says, I need to get an x-ray on my lungs. Uh-oh, Richard, that don't sound good. Remington says, thank you all for your love. We just care about you, Remington, right? Tori says, you're welcome, my friend Remington. And he says, I will, Tori. Thanks for your love and support. Mint says, Anne. Yeah, Anne. Mustang, I have the scan for my kidney stones today. Oh, good luck with that, Mustang. Good luck. Jenny says, oh, kidney stones suck. Yeah. Prayers, everything goes well. Jenny says, hi, Stuart. Hey, Stuart. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Florida. This is Florida, United States. It says it might be someone else whose daughter that is ill. I was tired and it's okay, Richard. It's okay. It says, good morning, Stuart. Stuart says, I'm good. Thanks for asking. How about yourself? I'm also good. I'm good. I slept pretty good. I guess we had really bad thunderstorms during the night, and I never heard them. This morning, my husband's like, did you hear the thunderstorms last night? I'm like, no. So I guess I slept good then, right? I mean, today, Paige, it looks a bit overcast. Yeah, it was storming this morning. It was raining. Through the night, we had thunderstorms, but I don't know if it's supposed to clear up or not. Mustang says, hi, Uncle. Lisa says, good morning, Stuart. Uncle Hairball says, what's up, Mustang? Stuart says, hi, Mint. Stuart says, hi, Jenny. Kelly says, hi, everybody. I'm enjoying my tea, guys. I'm just chilling. I sat out here last night till like 11 o'clock, I think. You could see lightning in the distance. How do you have your tea? Hi, Subby. Subby says, good morning to everybody. Lisa says, California Dreaming, good morning. This is green tea, and I put sugar and lemon in it. I like sugar and lemon in my tea, but it's green tea. It's not black tea. I do love different kinds, though. Uncle Hairball says in a cup. I like it in a cup. I like it in a cup. Right on, Uncle. Right on, bud. Jenny. Subby says, good morning to Jenny. California Dreaming, I have a question. For the ones just want to start on YouTube, what one piece of advice would you give them? Tori, my biggest piece of advice would be two things. It would be a two-part answer. One would be make your channel about something that you love. You love to see, you love to do, you love to write, you love to do art, you love to talk to people, you love to help people, you like to exercise, you like to do yoga, you like to swim, you like to fish. Whatever it is that you love to do or you love, really have a passion for, that's what your channel should be about. And the second piece of advice that goes right along just as important as that first piece is don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the numbers. Yes, of course you want to get subscribers, you want to pick up subscribers. Eventually you want to maybe grow your channel, monetize, get memberships. It's all part of the YouTube growth journey. But you will eventually get there if you do something that you absolutely love. And don't worry about the numbers. Everybody's like, oh, I gained 2 subscribers. I gained 5. I lost 3. I have this many watch hours, that many watch hours. Yeah, I understand. You're trying to get to a certain point to get where you want to get to with your channel. But you get there by number one, doing something you love and are passionate about. And it could be anything. That's my advice, Tori, but thank you. That's a good question. I hope that's a good answer. Everybody's concerned about the numbers. The numbers, the numbers, the numbers. And of course you want to worry about the number, not worry, but of course you want to think about the numbers. But to me, the most important thing is getting people to watch your content. And how do they watch your content? Just do something you love and people will be like, wow, that's really cool. Or like as in with my channel, like my channel is Daisy May, right? It's a dog channel. It's a dog channel with other stuff sprinkled through it. So then you get into that like dog community. So then, you know what I mean? Like the fishing community. But yet I have people from the fishing community that I go to their live streams. I love their content, their videos, and they also come here. So it's not just about that one niche, but it's, you know, just do what you love. That's the only thing I could really say. Thank you, Tori. You agree? Right. Yep. I think that's why a lot of channels struggle because a lot of people just want to start a channel just, oh, I'm going to make money. No, you know what? You may eventually make money, but to get your channel up and off the ground, you have to just show people something and they know when you're disingenuine. It, they know it comes out eventually. So do something you love. Shane says, hello, Remington Page. Well, thank you. Hi, Lee. Welcome back. Eric 4.0. Hi, Eric. Look at the boats, right? Uncle, I use a 20-ounce coffee mug. 1 level teaspoon of sugar. That's it. Oh, yeah, mine is, oh, of course I can't read it. I don't know what it is. It might be 14 ounces. Yeah, it's 14 ounces, and I use 2 sugar and 1 lemon. Just go with the flow, says Jenny. There you go. Eric, how's it going? I just poured my coffee. It tastes amazing. Mint, enjoy that coffee, my friend. Remington, I love peach iced tea. Me too. I love peach iced tea. I do. Mint, is that enough tea, Lisa? Lisa, did I miss something? Eric 4.0, welcome. I have 22 more subscribers than I did last time I looked. I was like, what? Right? Subby says, great answer. Thank you, Subby. Magnetic North says hi to Eric. Lisa says, hi, California Dreamin'. Lisa says, mint chocolate. I went a little tea crazy. What'd you do, Lisa? I missed it. I have over 100 boxes of tea. Oh my goodness, you do? How much tea do you drink in a day, Lisa? And does your husband drink tea too? Subby says, good morning to Lee. Lee says, hi, Subby. California Dreamin'. Good morning, Magnetic North. Great live stream yesterday. It was. I'm so glad I made it, Lee. Lee says, hi, Stuart. Min says, I'm letting my channel grow over time, and I've gained over 100 subs in the last 3 weeks just by connecting in other chats and being me, subscribing to the people in the chat. Right. That's right, Richard. I mean, you have to put the work in, guys. You do have to go and you have to support other people because you want them to support you as well. And that's what makes it a community. We all help each other. Lisa's hi 1967. Lisa's hi Terry. See, man, I used to go to fishing channels. I go by fishing channels. I do. Thank you, Remington Page. Me too. Hi, Justin Hill. Justin's here. Hey, Justin, happy Saturday. Are you off today, Justin? Uncle says mine's a bit eclectic too. A little radio, a little video games, little mail call, updates around my little chunk of the planet. Right, Uncle Hairball. All of our little corners of the world. We're showing people, we're letting people into our lives, where we live, what we do sometimes, who we are, who our families are. And only you can decide what your channel should be about. Lee, whoever it was who mentioned ice cream, thank you. I got some. I wanted some. Subby says, oops, I was on top messages. I'm new here. Subby. Min says, hi, Justin. Justin, good to see ya. Tori, I also have to say, also take time for yourself and your loved ones. Even though you may make friends on here, you need to take care of your mental health and not stress to make content every day. That's right. That's also true, Tori. And everybody's different. Like some people have a busy life. They have work, a job, kids, families, activities. Other people don't. Other people live alone. Some people, they have a lot of free time. So everybody's different. But absolutely, Tori, take time for yourself and your family. If you get stressed out, put the phone down, put the computer away, take a walk. Go sit on the front porch. If you can't go for a walk, go sit on the front porch. Sit on the back porch. Put a blanket underneath a tree and lay underneath a tree. Put a chair out in the yard and go listen to the birds. I agree with you. Lee says you can never have enough tea. I like that, Lee. I like it. I like it. I like it. Justin says yes, he's off today. Yay, Justin. He also says hi, Jen. Lisa, I drink maybe a cup of tea. Hubby's more of a coffee guy. Oh, okay. Yes, you got enough for a while. Jenny says yes, Mint. Just be yourself and make differences like having peoples. Pen pals, right. Jenny, it is right. It is like having pen pals. Exactly. Uncle says hi, Justin. Mint says, oh, I just realized my membership just ran out. I was going to send some emojis. Oh, my goodness. Well, you have one on Richard Green. Go over to Richard Green and come back. Richard Green got a membership. Justin's using emojis. Thank you, Justin. Lisa says, hi, Justin. Remington, can I ask for advice? How to become more affectionate towards my kids? I find it hard to show love towards them. My parents were affectionate, but I'm not really. I'm not. I really want to be. Um, hmm. Towards my kids. Okay. Are you affectionate with like your girlfriends, past girlfriends? And it also depends on how old your kids are. Are your kids little? You pick them up and you hug them. You hold their hand when you go to the store. Um, you touch their hair and tell them how cute they look, how beautiful they are, and how wonderful they are. Hugs goes a long way. Hug your kids. And he says pen pals are awesome, right? Pen pals are awesome. And says Remington, not reminds. I always wanted a pen pal, said Remington Page. My kids are 21, 18, 15, 7. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, some of them it's a little, they're a little older than, like I said, touching their hair or whatever. So, um, I would start with handshakes and hugs. Start with it. Make a special handshake with one of your kids or all of your kids or hug. Give them a hug, Remington Page. Tina. Hi, Tina. Hi, Tabarka. Tabarka, welcome. Hi there. Glad to join your live stream. Oh, well, thank you for being here, Tabarka. Thank you so much. Tina, it was raining. Yeah. How's it going, Tina? Jenny says, my kids are 22, 11, and 4. Oh, my goodness, Jenny. Pretty spread out there, girl. Min says, hi, Tabarka. Subby says, good morning, Tabarka. Glad to see you. Magnetic North says, hi, Tabarka. Hi, Tina. California Dreamer says, good morning, Tabarka. Tabarka says, hi, Mint. Lee says, how are you, Subby? Tabarka says, hi to Magnetic North. California Dreamer says, morning, Tina. Jenny, yeah, well, what's I thinking? Jenny says, does anyone want to be a pen pal? Does anyone want to be a pen pal? There you go. Tabarka says, good morning, California. Subby, I'm doing greatly. And you? Jenny, we can all be pen pals, Remington. There you go. Aged Pasta. Hey, welcome, Aged Pasta. Aged Pasta. Welcome, welcome. Lisa says, thanks everybody who popped into my life. It went well. Oh, your live stream? Yeah, it was great. English only. Thank you, Tori. Jenny, hiya, Pasta. Magnetic North, on the mend. I'll be okay. I like your positivity, Lee. Mm-hmm. Mrs. Remington, did you read my other comment about advice for your kids? The one which starts reminds. Let me see. Mint chocolate chip balls. Oh, here it goes. He says, Remington, my advice is to interact and understand what it is they want and like doing, and to help with activities they love to do. Spend time socializing with them and building a bond. That's great advice, Richard. I don't know how I missed it. Yeah. Lisa says I always or I gave half to my sister-in-law. Oh, that's nice, Lisa. Lee says, if in doubt, buy shares in tea. Can't ever go wrong, and someone will always want tea and last a long time. Yep, that's true. That's true, Lee. Yep. Remington, I wouldn't suggest pinning your email address. Lee, 30 minutes, over 245 views, and nearly 40 likes. That's great, Lee. That was great, Lee. California Dreamin', welcoming everybody. Please like and subscribe, share the live stream. Thank you, Tori. Remington, can you pin my email address? Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, Remington Page. You don't want that. Mint says, that's awesome, Lee. Yeah, it is. And it was good live. It was good, Lee. Neil Singleton. Welcome, Neil. Thank you for being here. Lee says it was a fun one. Next one is next month, end of the month. Jenny says, hi, Neil. Magnetic North says, hi, Neil. Welcome, Neil Singleton. Welcome. Uh-oh. What happened with that guy, guys? That'll be enough of that. Oh, what did I miss? I missed something. Sorry. Thanks, guys. I don't know what I missed, but thank you. Sorry, guys. I had to run and grab my charger. My tablet's not charged. It was a nasty comment. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, guys. Okay, well caught. Min says I didn't like his comment. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Uncle. I love you guys. Tabarka. I took your advice, Daisies. I'm looking forward to going to Tabarka to live stream there. Accumulate some watching hours and showcase beautiful and unique places in Tabarka. Tabarka, that's wonderful. That is a great idea, right? You're going to get lots and lots of views. Well, good. I'm so glad you took my advice. And believe me, I'm learning, guys. Every single day I'm learning. I make mistakes. I take 3 steps forward and I take 6 steps backwards. It's life. I'm learning. Good, Tabarka. I hope it helps. I hope it does. Jenny said I missed it also. Me too, Jenny. Thank you, everybody. On Magnetic North, Tabarka, it will be nice to see the area. Yeah, it will be. And Tabarka says, thank you, Magnetic North. That's my advice to people. If you want to be quote unquote have a successful channel, and I don't know what you feel by successful, but anyways, if you want people to come to your channel, put out something that they're going to want to see. I was in a channel yesterday in a live stream, and the lady was talking about about channels that are men who bash women. And I've never seen these channels. And she said, oh, yeah, they're all over. And I'm like, I'm glad I don't see them because I wouldn't want to see that. But, that's what I mean. There's all kinds of channels out there. You can make your channel about whatever you want. Can't wait for fall. I'll be doing a lot around the fire pit. Yeah, uncle, right? I know it. If I had a backyard, I would be out there all the time. But I don't, so I'm here on the patio. This is my backyard. Now, if you want to monetize your channel, guys, it's a lot of work. Don't think it's an easy road because it's not an easy road. But you can do it. I believe everybody can do it. Rubberneck. Rubberneck's here. Rubberneck. Hey, girl, how's it going? Want to go to the park? Yeah, I love the parks. Right now, it's just too warm most times to go to the park. But come wintertime, I go to the parks all the time. Jenny says, hi, Ludacris. Hi, Ludacris. We all learn, but are here to support where we can. That's right, Lee. Yep. Jenny says, it's always nice seeing places you've never been to. It is. It is nice seeing a place never been to. Switzerland is number one on my list, and I'll probably never get there. But I do follow a couple channels from Switzerland because it's beautiful and I want to see it. Right? Nothing to do. Look, upper right corner in cloud, I see an alien. Nothing to do. I love it. California Dream, it says Tabarka, this is Tori. I just subbed and left a comment. Uncle Hairball, can't wait for fall. Gotcha. Jenny, yes, and somewhere woman bash man. It's crazy. That's what she said. She said they get so many views. Yeah. And that if that's your jam, I guess. It says I had a lovely drive with Tim yesterday. We seen a yellow submarine that was just off the side of the road, covered in moss. Beautiful towns too. Mint, really? Nice. Rubber Nexus on nice Uncle Hairball. Hello. Rubberneck, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Lisa's a successful channel is where people engage in conversation and content, whether live or video on shorts, making it fun. If no one has a chat, there's something wrong. Right. Exactly. Mrs. Thank you, Tori. Nothing to do says you got a backyard there. Kinda. Lisa's hi, Rubberneck. Tabarka says, thank you, Tori. I'm already a friend of you. Tori says, please be respectful. Thank you, Tori. Rubberneck says, hello, Lee. Rubberneck, how are you going? Remington, want to go to the park? Daisy May. Hi, Ludacris. Mint says, hi, Rubberneck. So does Jenny. She says, hi, Mint. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Rubberneck. California Jim, you're welcome, Richard. Remington needs to be walked. Stop it. Lisa says, hi, Rubberneck. Remington says, parks in my Aussie. Oh, parks. Want to go to the park? We're going to the park. We're going to the park. Lisa's not an alien. It's just me surfing the clouds. Nothing to do says him and Daisy are best friends. Nothing to do says a couple of beach chairs and a grill and you're good. Yeah, we have a grill. Oh. Oh, geez, Louise. Sorry, guys. There we go. We have a grill. I flipped the camera around. Did you see that? There you go. Rubberneck. Oh, birthday party. That's right. Your birthday party. Yeah, right. Your son's birthday. Happy birthday, dear son, Rubberneck. Mince has got a quick to see you. Yeah. Hi, everybody. That's me. Oh, my gray hair. Your only fan. Remington, we are besties. Yeah, Daisy May. Mint, nothing to do. I'm a professional cleaner. I'm not too expensive and good service too. California Dreamers says, happy birthday to your son, Rubberneck. A couple of beach chairs and a grill. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Peekaboo. Stop it. Oh, stop it. I'm old, guys. My hair's all white and gray and brown, and my hair's like 6 different colors. It's all good. Honestly, I'm glad to be this age, you know. My grandma died at 61, the only grandma I ever knew. She died when I was 18. And I'm just past that age, so I feel lucky and blessed that I am. Some people don't make it. I have a brother-in-law who he got injured on the job. He died. He was 40. He died at 40, you know. I had a friend when I was in high school who was 16. She passed away. So to be 60 with gray hair, white hair, brown hair, uh, 6 different color hair, I feel like, yeah, lucky, you know. We all don't make it. I am blessed, Rubberneck. I am. I have a great family. I have 3 great sisters, my mom. I have 2 boys and their families, my grandchildren. Very blessed. Nothing to do says lost a few pounds, but I'm alive and gaining it back. There you go. All right. You're alive. My hair's starting to go at 25. Lee, me too. I remember I ran into somebody. I was 26 and I ran into a friend of mine's brother. And he says something to me like, look at the gray hair on you. And I was like 26. I'm like, what? That's when I started coloring my hair because he said that to me. Oh, he also said, look at the crow's feet you have. You have crow's feet and gray hair and you're 26. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be my friend's brother. It is what it is, you know? It's all good. My dad is 99. My mom is 93. Oh, Remington Page. That's amazing. That's amazing. Lee says, for me, it was when I realized how much bills had gone up. California Dreamin', thank you, Tabarka. It's mine and Subby's combined channel. Yes, California Dreamin' is Subby and Tori's combined channel, guys. Make sure you check them out and say hello. Check out their beautiful sunsets they have from their place. And they have great shorts, really, really nice, creative shorts. Hop on over there. Mince is sorry to hear that nothing to do. Glad you're here with us today. And good to hear you're back on the mend. Some things take time to recover. What did I miss there? Nothing to do. I'm 43. I had a heart attack 2 years ago. Oh, seriously? Oh, nothing to do. All right. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Take care of yourselves, guys. It's so important. So, so important. Take care of yourself. Lisa says, Lisa. Lisa's like my biggest cheerleader. She's so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Mint says, happy birthday to your son, Rubberneck. Peekaboo. California Dreamers, thank you. Miss Daisy for the love and support. Thank you, California Dreamin' Tori. Thank you for your love and support. Tabarka, I need to go. Daisy, see y'all. Goodbye, Tabarka. Everybody check out Tabarka Nature. I love it. Yeah, really nice channel. Nice channel. Look at all the boats. Hey, Sono. Sono. Look at all the boats. It's funny because we took Daisy out about 7:30. We slept in a little bit longer today. So we took her out at 7:30. We go to the park across the street where the boat launch is. And we didn't go over there because it was raining. We had umbrellas and stuff. But anyways, it's pouring rain at 7:30 in the morning, and that parking lot was full of people going out on boats, even in the rain. Right? Oh, wait, Lee's got to go. Wait, Lee, where's Lee says, love you all. Have a blessed day and evening. Hope it is a great day for you. All I have to go now. Bye. Bye for now. Bye, Magnetic North Adventures. Lee's working on his, you know what, his WH. And that's what I mean. Of course, you want to talk about your watch hours once you start getting there. So what I said before, Lee, doesn't apply to you or like Ann because you guys are getting there. I'm talking about people who's starting out with their channels that talk about that. But Lee is getting very close to 3K, guys. So please give him a watch. Head over to Magnetic North Adventures, watch a video, a playlist. Thank you, Lee. You take care, my friend. Uncle Hairball says I should be on a boat right now. A Ranger Tugs 43 to be exact. I know, Uncle, right? Remington Page says, bye, Lee. Rubberneck says, hello, Sono. Sono says, hey, Rubberneck. California Dreamin' drop Tabarka's link. Thank you, California Dreamin'. Min says, I love the self-love towards myself, but I love each and every one of you dearly. You've all being a part of helping my mental health get better. And thank you, everyone, for all the support. Oh, Richard, I love that. Yeah, we all help each other. You know what? That's it. You help each other through the good and through the bad, right? Mm-hmm. Remington, they live with me, but I built them a tiny home out back of my place. I look after them even though they are so 100% in the mind. Wow. Remington Page, that is amazing. That is amazing. Bye, Lee. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys too, Richard. Someone says hello to anyone I miss. Someone was all about freedom, mint, and kind gestures daily. You are all amazing and wonderful people and a blessing to be around. So are you, Mint. You're a very smart guy. You're fun, intelligent, caring, loving. You're wonderful. Sonal says hello. Lisa says, have a great weekend, Lee. Min says, good morning, Sonal. Magnetic North says, I know that I'm not worried, but, but when there will be another, I know that I'm not worried. Sonal says, good morning, Mint. Thank you, Lisa and all. Sonal says, hey, Lisa. Uncle Haribo says, take care, Magnetic North Adventures. He says, Richard, you're a good guy. Richard is a good guy. He's my adopted son. Of course he's a good guy. Right, Richard? Mint says, take care, all. No, take care, Lee. Have a lovely and blessed day. Thank you, Lee. You're amazing too. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's right. You're all amazing. Richard says, I'm not smart. Group hug. I love group hugs. That's right. Group hug, everybody. Sonal says, I think I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Sonal. Are you cranky, Sonal? Do we have a cranky Sonal in our presence today? Sonal says, Mint, but you are smart. Rubberneck sending hugs. Mint sending hugs. Thank you, guys. You guys are too funny. So I do want to play some games this afternoon. I just don't know when. So Richard, if you want to play Scrabble, I'm not. I will play Scrabble, but I'm just not sure when. Okay. If you see us, just stop on by. Kevin's here. Hi, Kevin. Kevin says hi, everybody. Kevin's another one. Yesterday I was in his live stream. Kevin is such a fun guy. Beautiful painting as well. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Kevin. Someone says I didn't have my coffee yet. Uh-oh. Kevin says, good morning, Daisy. Thank you for coming through my live. Aw, thank you, Kevin. I was here for quite a while. It was good to see you. You sounded good. Your painting was really great. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin says, hi, Mint. Subby says, I'm sorry I missed your live, Kevin. Rubberneck says, get your coffee, Sonal. Sonal says, hey, Kevin. Mint says, hi, Kevin. Kevin says, you're all right, Subby. Lisa says, hugs to anyone who wants one. Thank you. Lisa smiles a lot. Mint says, it's okay if you can't play. There's always another day. Oh, no, I can play. We don't have any plans going on. I just don't know what time. That's all. Sometime later. I want to play Sorry, too. I bought Sorry, and I haven't played Sorry in decades. So I was really hoping to play that one of these days, too. We'll see how it goes. Kevin says, thank you, ma'am. It was a weird one. You said that. You were saying that when you were doing it. Rubberneck says, hi, Lisa. Lisa says, hi, Kevin. Billy Bago says, I ran out of coffee creamer. I know the feeling. So, oh, no, Billy Bago, you did? Kevin says, hi, Lisa. Sonal, Rubberneck, I'm still deciding which coffee. Decisions, Sonal, she says. Sonal says, thank you, Billy Bago. Thank you, everybody. Wow, it's 10:15. It's Saturday, August 9th. August 9th, 2025. Hmm. Uncle said I used to like the game Trouble. Well, I looked at Trouble, the Pop-O-Matic thing. I just thought that Pop-O-Matic thing would probably drive us all a little crazy. Trouble, yeah. I did look at Trouble. Would Chutes and Ladders work? It would. I was looking at that too. And Candyland. Oh, I mean, come on. Everybody knows those games, right? Norma's here. Norma Raymond. Hey, Norma, how's it going? She says, good morning, friends. Good morning, Norma Raymond. Lisa says, Kevin want me to drop your links? Yes, drop Kevin's link. Yes, please. Chutes and Ladders, yeah. And we keep talking about Battleship, right, Billy Bago? And I would do Battleship if we could figure out how. How can we do Battleship? Could we maybe just I don't know how we would do it. I keep thinking how we would do it. I'm not sure. Someone says, I love honey in my coffee. Urbanex says, I got into trouble. Does that count as playing the game? Could just roll a dice instead of Pop-O-Matic. Yeah, the Pop-O-Matic used to drive me crazy. Christine Fowler's here. Hi, Christine. She says, hi, Rubberneck. Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Nicole says, good morning, Daisy. Hi, Nicole. How you doing? Kevin says, thank you, Lisa. Sonal says, Christine, hey. Christine Fowler, how's it going, young lady? Rubberneck says, hi, Christine. Hey, Nicole, how are you? I remember your videos, Nicole. Really cute stuff. Welcome back, Nicole. Good to see you. Billy Bago, I think we concluded Battleship wouldn't work without a second person. I know, but if we put our heads together, maybe we can figure it out because I love Battleship. I love it. I used to play it all the time. Give some thought. Grumpy's laid back carvings is here. Hi, Grumpy. Grumpy says, hey, Mint. Mint says, good morning, Grumpy. Grumpy says, good morning, Grumpy. Welcome. Nicole says, or Lisa says, hi, Nicole. Grumpy says, good morning. Mint says, good morning, Christine. Rubberneck says, good morning to Nicole. So does Mint say good morning to Nicole. Christine says, hi, Mint. Sonal, I guess me getting into trouble in school counts as playing the game too, right? Trouble. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Nicole. Hi, Christine. Mint says, hi, good morning to Grumpy. Hey, Nicole says Sonal. Hello, Mint says Grumpy. Lisa's dropping links. Thank you, Lisa. Mint says, hey, Bill, your bago. Uncle, good morning, Grumpy. Nicole says, hi, everybody. Hey, Nicole. Grumpy says, hey, Uncle. Hi, Lisa. Mint says, Nicole, Abigail was asking for you. Kevin says, could work if the other person had a board on their end. Ooh. Kevin, that's interesting. That is interesting. That is super interesting. Nicole says, Mint, where was she asking? Grumpy says, thank you to Lisa. Rubberneck dropped a link too. Hi, Icy. How's it going? Icy's here. Bellows Forge. Hello, Bellows. Good morning, Daisy May and everyone else in chat. Good morning, Bellows Forge. And Icy, welcome. Grumpy says, hey to Rubberneck. Icy says, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're having tea. We're having morning tea. How about yourself, Icy? What are you up to this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are? My big bro and me play battle shots. You do, Uncle? Grumpy says hi, Lisa. Lisa, hi, Grumpy. Mint says hi, Icy. Rubberneck hanging out, chatting, drinking coffee or tea. Yeah, we're having coffee or tea, a glass of water. I have water here too. Having coffee, tea, protein shake, breakfast. Maybe someone's having breakfast. Bellows forces coffee for me. Enjoy your coffee, Bellows. Bill, your bango, I probably already asked, but could your husband set up a player's side, then lay a towel over it until it's time to play Battleship? Oh, yeah, he would do anything I wanted him to. Yeah, he would do. I asked him to. Sure, he would. Yeah, but she was asking for Nicole B. That's not Nicole B, is it? Nicole, you're not Nicole B, are you? Grumpy's a smoothie and coffee. There you go. Enjoy, Grumpy. Lisa says hi, Bellows. Mint says she was in here today and yesterday asking for Nicole, but she was asking about Nicole B. Nicole, because Nicole says, oh, I haven't been on YouTube or done a live in a while. Tell I said, home and yep, we made a plywood table with a divider in the middle and cardboard ships to hold shot glasses. When your ship gets hit, you take a shot. It is Nicole B. Okay, Richard, thanks. Kevin, no, wait, that wouldn't work for Battleship because the live shows one side. The only way be two people on one live, one board facing away from the camera. Yeah. See, but that's what I mean, though. If we all put our heads together, we could come up with a way to play Battleship. We all have to just together. We'll figure it out. Nicole says, "Yes, I'm Nicole B. I took the B off. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. Yes, Abigail has been asking for you. She has. She says, thanks, Mints. Heading to Montana to buy me a dream truck, a 72 Chevy K 24x4. What, Billy or Bagel? We got to pin you up. That's so nice. Heading to Montana. Can't wait to see it. Like she says, can you drink a cupcake? Someone says hello to Bellows Forge. Billy Bagel, you could read chat on tablet, but cover half of it so you can't see the player's board. But I would have to put the battleships in the player's board, though. You know what I mean? So I would know where they are. Well, video games, this is Kevin. California Dreaming's back. Welcome back, Tori. Sono says, Bill, your bag. Oh, good luck. Sono, Icy says, hi, Sono. Sono, Icy, thank you for coming. Thank you, Icy. Thank you, Icy. You could read the chat on tablet. I think I've been here before. Dinovic, you have been here before. Welcome. How are you? You have indeed been here before, Dinovic. I remember you. Icy says, you're welcome. California Dreamer says, morning, Kevin, and everyone I missed. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Like our friend Lee says, Lee Magnetic North says, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I love it. He says it. He says it on every video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And he's got that cute UK accent. I can't do it. I wish I could do it, but I can't. Tide, you the Florida girl? Yes, I'm the Florida girl. Welcome, Dinovic. Your husband could set the player's board and cover it. You pull the towel off at game time. Mm. We could use a multiplayer video game version of Battleship or Risk or anything, but wait, the competitors would still see the live board. Yeah. Yeah, even if I had my husband set up, oh, here we go with the blowers. If my husband set up the I would have to put the pegs in. Hmm. Yep. Nope. Keep bouncing them off. I like it. Keep bouncing them off. I like it. California Dreamers says, welcome and everyone. Please like and subscribe and share the live stream. Thank you. Thank you, Tori. Timer for each guest and the person to chat to her that hit takes the point. Bellows, I got stung from a wasp on my arm yesterday while weed trimming. My arm is swollen and very itchy. Debating if I need to go get an Instacare because it looks infected. Ew. Maybe. I think maybe you should, Bellows. Might have a infection. Um, you could have allergic reaction. California Dreamer says you're very welcome. Thank you, Tori. Icy says I got to go. See you later. Bye, Icy. Thank you for being here. Sono says take care, Icy. Min says bye, Icy. Bye, Icy. Have a great Saturday. Sono's using emojis. Thank you, Sono. Bello says, hey there, Sono's all about freedom. Good to see you here. I'm happy to see all of you here. Thank you so much. Yep, we're going to keep bouncing those ideas around, guys, because eventually we'll find one that works. The only thing I was thinking about was I set up a board with the ships, right? I set up a board. You guys can't see it. And then the other board, I turn it around so you guys can, yell out coordinates and I'll put, hits in there or misses in there, depending on where my boats are. Like it'll coordinate with my boats. I think that might work. It'd be a little to explain it, but I think that might work. Oh, Kerplunk. Yeah, Kerplunk. There you go, Kerplunk. So Icy says bye, 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 Icy. Uncle says back in a few. You got it, Uncle. Thank you, buddy. I like you do with the cards. Lisa, you like the match game? Is that what you mean? You like the match game? California Dreamer says, good morning, Grumpy. Dinovic, I've been in France since Monday visiting my girlfriend with my daughter. It's my first few hours alone. My girlfriend took my daughter to the park to play so I could get a little break. Dinovic, how wonderful in France. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Grumpy says, hi, California. Lisa says, I have a great day, Icy. I think putting pegs, it wouldn't be necessary. We would let you know when a boat is sunk and all you have the hit marks on your board. Well, if you don't put the pegs in, you could keep guessing the same spots over and over again. You know what I mean? So, like just say you guessed A5, and I just put like a hit or miss in A5. So we'll just say a miss. But if we didn't put a miss in there, then later on somebody's going to say A5 again. You know what I mean? So I think the hit or missing would be fine. I don't know. We'll keep working on it, guys. I love it. We're going to play it eventually. Grumpy says, hi, Sono, California Dream, and Richard, you have a chance to win Scrabble. I'm going to be super busy. Tori can't play today. Maybe Civi's working. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I think Civi said she's working. Lisa says, yeah. Rubberneck, it's coming. Sono, big kerplunk, right? Big one. Abigail says, hi, Tori. Bello says, we're going to live stream battleships. Yeah, we're going to try it. We're trying to figure it out. Yeah, we're going to do it. California Dreamer says, good morning, Abigail. Sono says, hey, Rubberneck, LOL. Abigail says, love you, Tori. Rubberneck says, hey, Bellows. Subby says, good morning, Abigail. Rubberneck, good morning, Abigail. Sono, hey, Abigail. Abigail. Everyone says, hello, Abigail. Bello says, hello, Rubberneck. Good morning. Sono, 52 likes. 52 likes. What? Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Rubberneck dropped Tori's link. Thank you, Rubberneck. And Tori says, thank you. Radio Dude. What's going on? Radio Dude's here, everybody. Radio Dude Phil. How you doing, my friend? Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're back. Radio Dude, everybody say hello. Sono says, hi, Radio Dude. Rubberneck says, you're welcome, California Dreamin'. Sono, Kerplunk reminds me of the fruit plum. Tori drop rubber next thing. Thank you. Thank you. Min says, good morning, radio dude. Bill your bagel. You could write down players' calls so we can read them over and not call the same. That might be a lot, though. It's okay. We're still working on it, though. Yeah. Kevin, I have a friend on here who plays Uno multiplayer off her Xbox Live. That takes other equipment, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And you know what? I don't know how to play Xbox. The only video game I ever played way back in the day was the original Nintendo. Um, and then I played a Sonic game with my kids, but my kids were little, so it's been 30 years since I played video games. Someone says, hi, radio dude. Summer Ocean Waves. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Phil. Hey, Summer. How's it going? Radio dude says, hi, Rubberneck. Someone says, hey, Summer. Min says, Kevin, I know someone who streams games from their mobile phone. Subby says, hope you're doing okay, radio dude. California Dreamer says, good morning, Summer. Radio dude says, hey, Summer. Dinovic, is this your backyard? Or so I'm jealous. Kinda. It's kind of my backyard. Kevin says, yeah, I'm not very good either, Miss Daisy. Yeah, me either, Kevin. Summer says, hey, Sono. Amin says, hi, Summer. Rubberneck, hey, Phil, you doing okay? You okay, Phil? Summer says, California, good morning. California Dream and says, Phil, praying for you. Uh-oh, what's going on, Phil? Min says, hi, Dinovic. And Summer Breeze says, hi, Ocean Waves. I'm sorry. Summer says, hey, mint chocolate. Lisa says, Summer, good morning. You doing okay, Phil? What? Oh, radio dude, I'm sorry, I just got home from the ER. What happened? Kevin, how did I miss all this stuff? Thanks for the duck races. We're going to do that again. We'll do that again. We're always going to do duck races. Rubberneck says, hello, Phil. Good morning. Kevin says, thanks for the duck races. You're welcome. Tori says, good morning, radio dude. Radio dude says, I'm sorry, I just got home from the ER. Yeah, what's going on, Phil? Are you okay? There's Helena. Okay. California Dream is Phil praying for you. Someone says praying for Phil. Radio dude. I was at the mall this morning going up the escalator. I tripped and fell down for 2 hours. I'm just bruised. Wait a minute, what? Oh, wait, radio dude, what? I was at the mall this morning going up the escalator. I tripped and fell down for 2 hours. I'm just bruised. Well, I'm glad you're okay and just bruised, but oh my goodness. Kevin, oh yeah, there's a button to share your screen on YouTube Live. You could play any video game. Audio was not good, so good when I tried, but it's got an option. I'm gonna have to look into that, Kevin. Thank you. Rubberneck says, hello there, Summer. Nice to see ya. Min says, sending prayers to Phil. Summer says, Lisa smiles a lot. Good morning. How are you? Summer says, Rubberneck, nice seeing you here. Ellis Forge, sorry to hear. Radio dude, last time I had to take my girlfriend to the ER, it took 7.5 hours before they let us go home. I once heard it's an average of 4 hours for most ER visits. 4 hours? Wow. Rubberneck says, ouch, Phil. Someone says, oh my, Phil. Prayers for Kevin, Summer. Thank you. Thank you, Summer. Legendary Princess is here. Hey, Legendary Princess. How you doing, young lady? She says, hope you guys have an awesome day and morning. Thank you. I hope you do too. Mint says, we should do tic-tac-toe, Daisy. Winter stays on. We all have. We could do that. We could play tic-tac-toe. Of course we can. Mint says, hi, Phoenix Fireside. Someone says, hey, Legendary Princess. California Dreamer says, good morning, Princess. I'm sorry. Good morning, beautiful Phoenix. Phoenix Fireside. Legendary Princess. Oh. Phoenix. You guys get me confused with Phoenix Fireside. Legendary Princess. Okay. Phil, oh my God, 2 hours. Did you get knocked out? Kevin says prayers for Summer. Rubberneck, glad it's just bruised. Sounds horrible though. Hope you take it easy and heal up. Yeah. Take it easy, Phil. Oh my goodness. Prayers for Kevin. Princess says, Sonal, hey, Mint. Mint says 6 hours here, Bellows. Summer, legendary princess, hi. Sonal says, I know how it feels, Phil. I had a bruised rib and had to go to the ER too. Ooh, bruised ribs. Ugh. Hey, Summer. Hey, Tori says, Princess. Bellows, ouch, 6 hours too long. Mint, it's just a suggestion. Sonal says, it was a long time ago. Summer says, what about having Hangman? I didn't know if you could still do Hangman, guys. Can you still do Hangman? Isn't that offensive to somebody? Hello, Princess, said Lisa. Princess says, hey, Kevin. Rubberneck, yes, you'd think it would be faster going to the ER. People usually stuck there for 4 hours. Never a fun trip, no. That's why I don't want to go unless I have to. Plus, if I go to the ER, it's $125 right off the top deductible. Yeah. Summer says, no, Daisy. Devin, where's the tuxedo cat? She's in the house. Rubberneck says, yes, and a Hangman. Gitten, hi, Gitten. Gitten says, good afternoon from a lazy Sweden. Welcome, Gitten. How are ya? Good afternoon, Gitten. Radio Dude says, my can't jump on me, my bruised rib. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Oh, he did jump on you, Radio Dude? Someone says, I don't think that's offensive. Okay. But I didn't know if some people thought it was offensive. You know what I mean? We call it hang person. California Dreaming, praying for you, Phil. I have a boot on my right ankle. Level 3 sprain, the worst one possible. Been wearing it for, yeah, Tori's laid up too. Yeah. Prayers for Tori. Princess, you guys take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Everyone love you. We love you, Legendary Princess. Everybody check out Legendary Princess. Getting says, hi, Sonal. Rubberneck, if you're overly sensitive, I guess Hangman game could offend. Doesn't offend me. It's just a game people. I agree, Rubberneck. I agree. Last time I went for a dislocated shoulder, I waited 2 hours before going to triage. Then another 4 hours to wait for the doctor. Oh, to put it back in place? Ooh, freaky. Someone says, hey, Gitten. Lisa says, hi, Gitten. California Dreamer says, hi, Gitten. So does Mint. Rubberneck, that sounds about right, Mint. Radio Dude, Hangman is only offensive to dead people or people who can't spell to save their life. Fill your bag, a good point. Rubberneck, exactly, Phil. Summer, California Dreamer, that sounds awful. I hope you get well soon. Mint Chocolate Chip, LOL Radio Dude. Lisa, people get offended by a lot of things. You got that right, Lisa. Summer says, bye, Legendary Princess. I love you. Gitten says, hi, Mint, California, and Rubberneck. Lisa, Legendary Princess, have a great day. Summer says, true, Lisa. Someone says, take care, Princess. Rubberneck, people have gotten the thin skin. Get offended over super stuff. It doesn't matter. You got that right. Lisa says, hi, Gitten. Radio Dude says, here, triage takes about 20 minutes. Mint says, take care, Phoenix. Have a wonderful weekend with Dylan. Yep. Legendary Princess, everybody. Tori, thank you, Summer. It definitely is. And then the doctor unfortunately didn't tell me how long I have to wear it. Michael says, I'm going up north in my 2025 Chevy Duramax. We're up north, Michael. Rubberneck says, man up, people. I like it, Rubberneck. Summer Ocean is laughing at Phil. Radio Dude, I find most things funny in some way. If you find that offensive, I think that's funny too. Someone says, Michael, hey. Summer says, fun, Michael, safe travels. Getting to sit and crocheting the dishcloth. Oh, nice. Michael says, I'm going to Frankfort, Michigan. Summer says, LOL, Phil, true. Rubberneck, LOL, Phil, I like that. California Dreaming, please remember to subscribe and share the live stream. Thank you, Tori. Devin's here. Devin Clamps using emojis. Devin, how's it going? Thank you, Devin. As soon as I ran out of jokes. Tori, please remember. Oh, y'all gotcha. Rubberneck is cool, Michael. Yeah, Michael, have fun. Be safe, though, okay? Someone says, Devin, to wear my red cards. Summer Ocean says hi. Gitten says hi, Summer Ocean. Ocean's using the emojis. Devin's using emojis. Subby, if our 70s own self saw, what happens now? Oh my God, it's just going so quickly, guys. Summer says, hey, Gitten. Using those emojis. Thank you, Sonal and Devin. Michael, it's going to take me 5 hours. I have to pull my big boat up there. Oh, nice, Michael. Are you going on vacation, Michael? Min says, that's good radio to do. When I fractured my foot last year, I was sent home from the hospital and told to come back the next day because they had no radiologist. It took me 2 hours to hobble there. Wow, really, Richard? Nice, Michael. Yeah, that's nice, Michael. Gitten's using emojis too. Thank you, Gitten. Rubberneck says, oh no, horrible, Mint. Okay, so you guys want to play Hangman and Tic Tac Toe? How about we do that this afternoon along with maybe a game of Scrabble? Or would you rather just do Tic Tac Toe and Hangman? We could do that. I like it. Mint, I ended up going to a different hospital because I was disappointed with the service. Good for you. That's terrible. Mint says, sounds good. I need to ask Welshman for my red cards. Welshman said he was leaving. Did he leave? There you go, Sono. Hang bad boy. Hang bad boy. I like it. Someone's using emojis. I guess I need to ask Welshman. Yep. Sounds good. Man, oh, thank you, Sono. Rubberneck. That happened to my sister-in-law. She fell down some stairs at work. It was days before they get her to an X-ray. Had to wear a sling till she knew. Oh yeah. Wow. Sona's using all those emojis. Thank you, Sona. So we will come back later with a game. I'm not sure what game. Now you guys got me thinking. If we want to just everyone to participate, Scrabble kind of limits it to 4 players plus the chat. But tic tac toe and the match game. That's why I love the match game because everybody can shout out numbers, and same thing can go for match game or tic tac toe. We thought it was ridiculous waiting days for X-ray to come in. I agree, Rubberneck. Yeah, hang who man summer. Real fast taking care of an emergency, right? Yeah. Yahtzee. I gotta tell you, I love Yahtzee, but it's really hard playing all with people. It's a lot of rolling, and it does take a while. But yeah, we might be able to do Yahtzee again. Think about that. Thank you, Lisa. Rubberneck, healthcare has taken a hit these days. It's not so good anymore. No, I know it. It scares me, especially down here in Florida. Crazy. I went to the eye doctor the other day. I had a 3:15 appointment, and I didn't get out of there until 4:45. 4:45 for an eye appointment. They were backed up like sausages waiting. Then they call you in the back and they talk to you and they look at your eye and then they put you in another waiting room with like, I don't know, there was like 8 people ahead of me. Like, why? Turns out later on, I found out that the eye doctor herself, well, she's like 8 months pregnant. She's going on maternity leave. So all of her patients from September, like they all came in on that Friday or Thursday, whatever day it was. Crazy. COVID made it worse. Strained because the shortage of geriatric doctors. Rubberneck. So on the no care note, be careful out there. Everyone, try to stay healthy. Take your vitamins. Slow down. Take care. Yes. Try to stay healthy and be careful and help yourself. Hmm. It's weird though, Richard, because so many people say, like here in the United States, oh, it's just the United States. It's not. It's worldwide. Getting says Rubberneck thumbs up. California dream. And here in Nevada, I went to a doctor and they took me off my potassium meds, and not even a week later, I was admitted to the hospital because my levels were 1.8. Right. Rubberneck. A lot of doctors quit. They stuck in the system. They don't even agree with the system set for them. Right. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Before they even see you, before they even talk to you, we want your insurance card, we want your copay, or we're not going to see you. You can't make your copay? Sorry, we can't see you. That's before they even ask you what's wrong. It's crazy. Sonal, I recently switched doctors because my previous doctor was yelling at me and was being rude to me. When I tell her my health problem, I'm happy with my new doctor because she helped me a lot. That's good. If you're not happy with your doctor, yeah, change doctors. Uh-oh. Looks like we have a boat going out across the water here. We have some activity going on. It is sad, Robert. I agree. Tori, are you in Nevada or are you in Nevada? Are you in California? Are you like right on the border of California? Wait a minute. Nevada. Uncle Harold, this is me again. Welcome back, Uncle. So-and-so was pretty upset about the way she treated me. Then good for you for switching doctors. Good for you. Definite activity. The water's moving. Yeah. Gitten says it's the same here in Sweden. Really, Gitten? Because we've always heard that Sweden is like number one with healthcare. Man, we are very lucky we get free healthcare in the UK, not paying for an ambulance journey or seen by doctor. Exactly. And over here, it's all about the money. Are you on the border? Okay. Robert next is he stuck in. There's Uncle Hairball. Radio Deuce this summer. It's illegal here. I thought it's not legal to deny people health care based on their inability to pay. Yeah, well, that's what they want you to think. Oh my getting. Great job, Solo. I never give anyone permission to mistreat me. That's right, Summer. Summer, right? Yeah. My doc is leaving, trying to go out on his own to get out from under the healthcare system. He's sudden. His hands are tied on certain things. It has to do things a certain way in order to stay in the group of doctors. Exactly. These groups, like that's the thing too. Like years ago, I found this doctor I loved. Um, and I was going to the doctor yearly, my physicals and whatnot, if I was sick or whatnot. And then all of a sudden, he started to get very popular, and he brought another doctor in, and they brought another doctor, and all of a sudden they're this great big conglomerate of doctors. Which when I would make an appointment, I wouldn't even get to see him anymore. He no longer was even seeing patients. Now you had to see some of these NPs or these young new doctors. I didn't sign up for that. I signed up for you before you got to be a bigwig, and so I switched doctors too. Yep. My last hospital visit put me $29,000 in the hole. Oh my goodness. It is all about the money. You're lucky, man, but you all do pay somehow. Yeah. Well, that's what we need in this country. And this country's too stupid to have universal health care. You know why? Because health care, cancer, all those hospitals, it's all money, 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 money. Can we make more money? Can we make a lot more money? They don't care about you. They care about how much you're paying them. Mint says, I had a friend went on a skiing trip to the States. He broke his leg and cost him over 8,000 pounds in medical charges, and I had to pay. And he had to pay to stay longer in the States because he wasn't able to fly. Wow. That's very expensive. True Daisy, that's going to change soon? It's not going to change. Summer, it's not going to change. Nobody's going to change that. No president's going to change it. No Congress is going to change it because they all got their hands in it too. This country is nothing but corrupt. I went to urgent care and they thought I was on illegal drugs. Made me feel like I was nothing. And the only thing I was trying to do is find out why I was throwing up for 24 hours. Tori, really? Wow. Everyone wants a piece of the pie. Exactly. And so that's why it won't change. It's not going to. Why don't we have universal health care? We pay a boatload of taxes to live in the United States, anyways, right? So, no, in my opinion, they need to fire all the bad doctors. The government ruins everything, right? Radio do. They do. They do. The love of money. Greedy. Yep, they're greedy. So no, I don't have to pay a single copay because my insurance covers it. Well, when I was working, my insurance covered everything. I had really good insurance. But once I retired, you go to a whole different healthcare system than what it was when I worked. And now I have all these deductibles and copays, which makes no sense. When you're working and you have all that money coming in, you don't pay anything. I didn't pay anything. And now that your money is limited because you're no longer working and you're living off a pension, now they give you this insurance that first of all you have to pay monthly for, and second of all you have to have all these copays and deductibles when your money is limited because now you're retired. It's backwards. Mint, all our dentists have gone private here. I'm struggling to get a dentist now. Summer says, hi, Ocean. Rubberneck, even if they remove what you think are bad doctors, it still doesn't change the system, right? It's not set up for us, no. Same with prescription drugs. Prescription drugs is right, Uncle, right. Mm-hmm. I believe it's going to change really soon. Let's wait and see, but remain positive. I love your positivity on that one, Summer, but I've been talking about universal health care since like 2000. It's 25 years later. They still haven't done it. They talk the talk to get the votes, or they talk this and they talk that to get you vote for them, but they don't. They're not going to change it. Each new idea they spew to us is designed to sound like it's going to benefit you. It's always a lie. Works for them, never us. It's a pattern. Rubberneck, bingo, 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 bingo. It is not about us, guys. They don't care about you. Not this president, not the last president, not the president before, or the president 5 years before that, or the next president. They don't care about us. They don't. They do not. We're stuck in the system. That's right, Rubberneck. We are. I promise it's going to change very soon. Thank you, Summer. I love your positivity. Summer, the thing about pills is they worked. You just wouldn't need a refill. Am I right? That's true. You can change by getting rid of the bad doctors. You have to get rid of the insurance. Rubberneck, what are you going to do about it? Did you see my comment? California Dreamin'. Yes, ma'am. That's when I was sent directly to the hospital and admitted, and then they found out I was severely low on potassium. And you were in the hospital for almost a week. That's crazy. It's crazy. Radio dude, we tax every time. We're taxed every time our money changes hands. Taxation is that. I agree with you, radio dude. I agree with you. Hi, David. Hey, David, welcome back. Thank you, David, for being here. David, welcome. We're stuck in the matrix. That's right, Summer. Sono, the hospitals in Virginia are very helpful. They took care of my dad when he was sick. That's good. That's good. Rubberneck, I long for it to change, but it won't. Me too, Rubberneck. Because we see it. We see it. We see that it won't change. When you're younger, you can think it will change. And maybe in their lifetime it will, but it's not going to change for us. Mm-mm. Uncle Harold, some are true. They don't fix the problem. They treat the symptoms. The problem is still there, so you have to keep buying the drug. Exactly. Exactly right. Hey, David. David says, what's the topic? Right now, we're talking about healthcare in the United States. I see a world in my mind that seems like that will never happen. Me too. I say if the government, they are all greedy and don't care about us one little bit. They just want to control us, let us suffer, but they can have multiple homes, expenses. Yep. And we're taking care of it. Handmade and homegrown. Hey, Handmade. Welcome. Handmade says, good morning, Kelly and everyone. Good morning, Handmade. Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Tori says, bottom line, if you don't have the money, they won't treat you properly. That's true. That's true. Andrew's here. Hi, Andrew. North Texas bird feeder Andrew. Everyone say hi to Andrew. I 100% agree with everything you're saying, Kelly. I could add so much to this conversation, but I know it's all out of my control. I try to focus on what I can control. So happy Saturday. Yes, me too. I try to take care of myself. I try to eat right. I try to exercise because I don't want to have to go and rely on the healthcare system. Exactly. Andrew, thank you for being here, Andrew. Someone's a say handmade. Summer, I see and I promise that it will change. I'm an old duck quack. I love you, Summer. Someone's to say north. Uncle Hairball. David, pronounced David. David. Mrs. Handbig, good to see you. Lisa, I'm in Virginia, Sonal, my area. They send you to another place. Mrs. Hi, Texas, North Texas, Andrew. Canadian Banana, hi, your voice is so sweet. This live should be recorded for quality and training purposes. Hi, Canadian Banana. How are ya? Canadian Banana. Everybody say hello. Somebody says, good morning, handmade. Rubbernecks. It's exactly 100%. Sonal, Lisa, this is what happens in hospitals in Maryland. California Dream says, good morning, Andrew. Norm. Hi, Norm. Are we making cinnamon rolls again today? No, and you know what? They're all gone. They're all gone. Summer says, I can control my positive attitude. That's everything else is out of the wings. Summer, I love it. I love it. Summer Ocean Waves. Uncle says, I'm asking if that's how it's pronounced. Oh, David? Mint says, hello, Canadian Banana. Summer says, hi, Canadian. Mint says, hi, Norm. Canadian Banana. Welcome. Mint says, hi, Norm. Mint says, what happened to my cinnamon roll? Summer says, it's out of my wings. I mean, quack. Lisa says, hello, Canadian Banana. At least the hospitals in Virginia let me visit my dad. Hospitals where I live don't. Really? Uncle says, hey, Summer, duck, duck, quack, quack. Norm says, hi, Mint. Summer says, hi, Canadian Banana. Don't forget to please hit that like button, everybody, if you would be so kind. If you're lurking, just double tap your screen, okay? If you're working, just hit that like button. If you're just scrolling, double tap your screen. Someone says, yep. Banana, would you mind to give a quick introduction, like what's your channel about and what part of the USA are you from? Sure, Canadian Banana, sure. Well, first of all, welcome, Canadian Banana. Second of all, my channel is called Daisy May. It's named after my dog. My dog is a long-haired Chihuahua who's 4 years old. Her name is Daisy May. We live on the east coast of Florida, on the east coast of the United States. We're on the ocean side. This is a beach community. We live right near the beach. And my channel is about Daisy May. It's about Florida. And it's about my cat, my husband, myself. It's about our travels. Thank you. That was a good question. Hammond, we're being nosy neighbors today. Not yet, but we can. Lisa says, I'm sorry, Sonal. Summer says, quackity quack, don't talk back. Rubberneck. Oh, yeah, we got boat action. We do. Gitten says, already done, girl. Thank you, Gitten. Thank you, Gitten, for the thumbs up. Sonal says, thanks, Lisa. They left me worried for no reason. Aw, Sonal, I'm sorry. Summer says, Sonal, I'm sorry. Canadian Banana, how about yourself? Care to tell me about yourself? Are you actually Canadian? Do you live in Canada? Sonal says, thank you, Summer. Harry Vlogs is here. Hi, Harry. Hello, Harry Vlogs. Welcome. Summer, I thought that was a houseboat. No, it's not a houseboat. No. Zed's here. Hi, Zed. Good morning, Zed. She forgot to say games and crosswords later. Games later, no crosswords. Andrew, Kelly, did you mention all the games you play? Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you, Andrew and Zed. Canadian Banana, we also play games. I'm so sorry. We play Scrabble. We play trivia. We play match game. We play Kerplunk. We play Yahtzee. We do play games as well. Thank you guys for reminding me. We play Where's Waldo. Yes, we play Where's Waldo. Thank you, Andrew and Zed. Gitten says hi, Sonal. Min says hi, Harry. Sonal says poor Waldo. He has to clean the boats. Summer says you're welcome, Sonal. Min says hey, Zed. Sonal says thank you, Daisy and everyone. Thank you, Sonal. You're so kind. Summer says hi, Zed. Harry says hi, Mint Chocolate Chip. Rubberneck says good morning, Zed. Uncle Hairball, my mom had her hip replaced. Surgeon came out and said everything went fine. I found out later that she stopped breathing during the surgery. Thanks for telling me, Doc, right? My mom had her hip replaced as well, twice. And she almost died as well afterwards, though. She almost bled out afterward. It's a scary thing. The building on the right is attached to land. I thought it was a houseboat. Yeah, those are houses over there. Mint, sorry to hear that Uncle Hairball. That is some bad news. It is. Canadian banana, sure. Yes, I live in Quebec, just a few minutes from the Vermont border. I like to go hiking, kayaking. I like boats, fishing as well. I'm 24 years old and love exploring outdoors. Canadian banana, well, welcome. I am actually from upstate New York, so I'm familiar with, that area. David, this is healthcare free in Florida. Family and I living in Delaware for almost 30 years now, and I've been never been to another states except North Carolina, Kentucky, and Virginia. No, no, healthcare is not free anywhere in the United States. Urban is by my friend Zed. Norm says password. Ooh, password. That's a good one, Norm. I'll have to think about that one. Oh, welcome, Canadian Banana. Thank you for being here. No, David, there's no free healthcare. Mm-mm. Urban says by Canadian Bacon. A couple of years back, I visited Orlando. Everybody goes to Orlando, right? Everybody goes to Orlando. Orlando is 3 hours north of us. That's north. So this is why I laugh every time I hear kerplunk. So I say, hey, Harry, Summer, I'm sorry, Uncle. Hope she fully recovers. Harry says, hi, Sonal. Robert next, oh my goodness, Uncle. Prayers for Uncle Hairball. She's good now. That was nearly 3 years ago. Thank you, Uncle. Vince is glad to hear that. Summer, thought I heard an Easter accent. Daisy, I'm from New York City. Summer, you're from New York City? I'm from Buffalo. I'm from Buffalo. Sonal says, hey, Norm, nothing is free anymore. Harry says, hi, Sonal. Eastern. Eastern accent? Not like New Jersey. It's not New Jersey. It's not New York. It's not Boston. It's Buffalo. Cool, Daisy. David says nothing's free. What? No, nothing's free. Nothing is free. Nothing's free, folks. Oh, I visited Buffalo, Niagara City many times. It's wonderful. Thank you, Canadian banana. I was calling it Canadian bacon. Canadian banana. Yes, it's a lovely area. Shuffle off to Buffalo. Yeah, Joyzy. Yeah, Joyzy. Sounds like New York. New York. Yeah, the New York accent and the Jersey accent, they're different than Buffalo. Way different. Joycey. Yeah. Everybody in the country has accent. Everybody has a different accent. People in Florida, they have a really like southern drawl. Uncle Hairball has an accent, right? I think I miss Norway, David. David, where are you again? Remind me, where are you? Well, there you are, David. I'm gonna hit you up for a subscription, my friend. All right. So today we are gonna do some games later. I just don't know what time and I don't know what games. I might put up a poll and see if you guys want to do some hangman or some tic tac toe or Scrabble or match game, something everybody can play. Someone says, hi, David. David says, Delaware. Oh, that's right, Delaware, David. Duh. I'm so dumb. A lot changed during the pandemic. That's true. Yeah. Come on. I'm walking. Walking. I'm walking. I'm walking. I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Someone's just say, David. LOL. LOL. Uncle says, Rubberneck. Surprise on games. Oh, that's a good idea. Surprise. Games for surprise. I like it. I think that's a good idea. Mint says, I think I'm going to go for a little skate daisy and friends. Hope you all have a wonderful day and hope to see you this afternoon. You got it, Mint. Enjoy your skating. We're going pretty soon, too. Enjoy, Mint. Have fun. Hey, Raymond. Hey, Raymond, how's it going? Raymond says, good morning. Anthony. Anthony's here. Raymond and Anthony. Hi, guys. Raymond says, good morning and prayers. Anthony says, good morning, Daisy May and chat. Hey, Anthony and Raymond. 2 tickets. 2 tickets to paradise. Rubberneck says, well, my lucky streak stopped when I scratched my scratches yesterday. Bummer. I had 2 tickets, both losers. Aw. You had 2 tickets to paradise. Didn't work out. That's all right. You tried. Thank you, Anthony. Hey, Raymond. Raymond says, hey, mint chocolate chip. Mint says, hi, Anthony and Raymond. Take care, guys. Have a lovely day. You too, mint chocolate chip balls. Thank you. Rubberneck says, hubby got a lotto ticket for tonight. Wouldn't that be something? It would. I would be so happy for you guys. Someone says, Anthony Chihuahua, hi. Summer says, hi, Anthony. Anthony, how are you? Raymond, going great. One love. You got it, Raymond. What's everybody doing today, huh? Uncle, I saw a short once. Girl was in New York City doing a video. She yelled, I love New York. And a guy across the street yelled, hey, lady. That is classic New York. But you know what? I've been to New York a lot of times. I've gone to New York many, many times, and I've never experienced anybody being, you know, like that. No matter where I went, no matter what part of New York City I was in, people were always just as friendly as anywhere else. Robert next, what would I do with the money? That's a good question. If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money? A good question. Uncle says, take care, mint chocolate chip. Someone says, good question, Rubberneck. It is. Gitten says, hi, Anthony. Rubberneck, that's funny, Uncle. Summer says, hi, Raymond. Rubberneck says, not a big win, but a win, Summer. Raymond says, hi, Summer. Rubberneck says, maybe you'll win big one day. Maybe. I've already won big. Not in the lottery, but in life. Elisa says, feeding the wildlife at the moment. Enjoy, Lisa. Rubberneck, I feel I'd have a chance of winning off Scratch House versus Lotto. Yeah, I'm the same way. But you never know what can happen. Anthony's using emojis. Thank you, Anthony. Summer, I bought a pack of bubblegum, my $4 win. That's good. Uncle, Ranger Tug. Oh, yeah, he wants that boat. Rubberneck, I know what I want. At least I think that. Anthony says, dear Gitten, hello. Yeah, Gitten was here. Gitten's hanging out. Look at the sky. It looks like it's going to pour, doesn't it? I know. Shut up with the Ranger. No, 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 no. I love that you want that boat, and maybe one day you'll get it. I hope you do. No, I would never say that. I would never say shut up about the boat. That's something you dream about. You hear me talk about Switzerland, and that's my dream, and it'll probably never come true, but I still talk about it. No, no, don't think that. Ghost Lord. Hey, Ghost. Name a villain in history that was actually a hero. Oh, that's a good question, Ghost. I like it. Summer, it was luxury bubblegum. Rubberneck, I want some land. I want to have some animals, so I need a barn. I want space for my mom to be there and enough land for my son also. I like it. I like it, Rubberneck. Anthony says, Ghost, Darth Vader. Uncle says, perfect life. Live aboard for me. Even got the laundry room. Oh, that's nice. Chase your dream, Daisy. Yeah, I do, Summer. I do. But you know, I'm older now and I don't work anymore. I'm retired. So the money is the money. And I don't think I'll ever have the money to go to Switzerland again. Darth Vader, nice choices, Ghost. Rubberneck's our own little community. That's right. Our own little community. and you would have your own little community with your family. I said that to my kids. I told my kids that. I said, if I ever had the money, I'd want to buy like I said, like a campground, and I want them all to live there, and I want them all to work there too. Lisa, I dream about going to Florida one day. I hope you do, Lisa. Sonal Ghost Lord, is Joker an option? Rubberneck, I want a horse again. I must be able to jump on and go for a trail ride. Oh, you miss it? Aw. Ghost Lord says, everyone. This is nice. Hey, Ghost, thank you for being here. Yes, Miss Daisy. Uncle, Ghost Lord jokes from the Dark Knight Joker from the Dark Knight movies. Tina says, I'm back. Welcome back, Tina. Summer, someday I'll send you to Switzerland, Daisy. Aw, Summer, you're so sweet. Rubberneck said, missed. Yep. Summer says, welcome back, Tina. Sonal, what have I done? What'd you do, Sonal? What did you do, Sonal? Ghost Lord, I'm stumped, he says. Summer says, oh, Rubberneck. Anthony, wishing you all a wonderful day, one and all. You too, Anthony. Happy Saturday, my friend. Oh, we have boat activity on the big boat. We have some people going out on the big boat. You want me to zoom in? Tina says, hey, there's supposed to be a thunderstorm. I don't know. Sonal says, my typo affected everyone. You're good, Sonal. Rubberneck, I had a Tennessee Walker Palomino. I missed that horse. He was great. Aw. Sorry, Rubberneck. Summer, oh, it's gonna rain there too. Yeah. Michael, hey, Michael. Michael says, well, good morning, Daisy and Chad. Good morning, Michael. Summer says, yes, please, Daisy. All right. Apologies, Rubberneck. Tina, hi, Rubberneck. Rubberneck, what happened? I guess they're going to be having a potty. They're having a potty. Good morning, James. James is here. Anthony says, will be going through some more of my brother's estate and belongings today. May not make afternoon games. Anthony, don't worry about that. Take care of what you have to take care of. I love you, Anthony. Sorry, you have to go through all that. Nice ship. It is nice, isn't it? Someone says, oh no, Rubberneck, sorry for your loss. Rubberneck says, thanks, Sono. Getting Rubberneck, that's a beautiful horse, the Palomino. James says, morning, everyone. Good morning, James. Rubberneck, we move on. Maybe one day I'll have a horse again, or maybe not. Either way, I got a good life. I got to live life. Yes, exactly. James says, look like a beautiful day, Daisy. James, are you looking at the screen? It's a crappy day. It's a cloudy, crappy day. He says, mine always nays. Michael, is there gaming tonight? There is gaming tonight. There's gaming this afternoon. There's gaming this afternoon. I don't know about tonight. We'll see about tonight later. Lisa says, hi, everyone I missed. Anthony, I'm sorry for your loss, friend. Hugs. Yes. Summer says, welcome back, Lisa. Sonal, not all only dogs. I feel sad about losing is all animals that pass. Yeah. It's sad losing pets and animals. Sorry to hear that, Anthony. Uncle, got to take it like it is, but don't take it too seriously. You'll never get out of it alive. Exactly right, Uncle Hairball. Exactly right. Right on. Welcome, everybody. There you go. You got people on the boat next door. Must be going out to the ocean on this crappy Saturday. No, none of us gets out of it alive. That's right, Summer. Ocean waves, you're right on, right on, right on, right on. My parents got divorced in my teens. I lost my horse a few years later, had to give him up. Gave him to a neighbor down the road. She loved him. I was a teen and couldn't afford to keep him at another barn. Oh, Rubberneck, I'm sorry. It's hard losing your pets and your animals. It is. Michael, how were those cinnamon rolls? They were good, Michael. They're all gone. I only made 8. I gave 2 to my neighbor next door. I gave 2 to my neighbor downstairs. I ate 2. I ate 1 during the live. I ate another one later. And my husband ate 2. That was it. They're gone. This morning, he's like, oh, I could really go for a cinnamon roll. Why'd you give them all away? Let's see. Because you're diabetic? That's why. Summer, but at least some of us have lived, others just exist. Also true. Divorce caused financial problems for both parents. Yeah, divorces are hard, everybody. Divorces are hard. Yeah. Yeah. Divorce can be devastating to a whole family. It leaves them. It does. It does. See, this is my mom. My Mina died. My Mina. Who's Mina? Someone says, "Wow, Rubberneck." I'm sorry, Tina. Anthony says, "Yeah, Rubberneck." Someone says, "I'll be right back." You got it. We're going to be taking off anyways, guys. Please, if you're lurking, hit that like button. If you're just scrolling through, if you think we're somewhat a decent channel, please throw us a like. We appreciate every single one we get. And YouTube really appreciates it. I lost my cat when she was shot, says Lisa. Oh, Lisa. I'm so sorry, Lisa. Oh, Anthony says, Harold, good to see you. Rubberneck brings division and separation, unfortunately. It does. It does, Rubberneck. I agree. Anthony, glad I could make this morning tea overtime. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. We started late today, Anthony. We didn't start till 9 o'clock. Canadian band, I liked and subbed. I'll sub back to you too, my friend. Thank you. Canadian banana. Canadian banana, I may be calling you Canadian bacon by accident. Just don't take offense, okay? Anthony's so sorry, Lisa. Yes, Lisa, I'm so sorry. California Dreaming, Miss Daisy, my comments coming through. They are right now. California Dreaming on such a winter day. Miss Daisy, my comments coming through. They're coming. I see that one, Tori. Thank you, Canadian bacon or Canadian banana. See what I mean? Uncle, I was like 7 or 8 when my parents' divorce was a nightmare. I felt like I was being torn in half. Aw. Another part of life. Try to learn and take lessons and move on. That's all you can do. We can learn from our tragedies and struggles. You do. You got to learn. You got to learn from it. Canadian bananas, that's fine. Okay, good. Gray Wolf. Hey, Gray Wolf. 14 in the house and 69 thumbs up. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Gray Wolf, how's it going? Gray Wolf. Everybody say hello to Gray Wolf. Gray Wolf. You have some content now. Thank you. All right. Everybody say hi to Gray Wolf. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Summer says, hey, Gray Wolf. Oh, just jumped to 70. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gray Wolf says, I'm doing good. Thank you. Michael says, hello, Wolf. California Dreamer says, good morning, Wolf and Todd. Did I miss Todd? Hey, Todd. Todd saw us here. Hi, Todd. How's it going? Thank you for being here, Todd. Yes, Uncle Hairball, kids get confused. Depends their age when it does. It does. Good morning, Todd. How are you? California Dreamer says, Miss Daisy, we are basically 7 hours away from Death Valley, California. Wow. Nice, California Dreaming. Anthony says, hey, Gray Wolf. Robert next to my youngest brother was 11, right? My youngest sister was like 2. Yeah. Summer says, okay, my friends, it's always a pleasure to see you. Much love and peace. Have a safe, lovely weekend. Hold on. My chat just went away. Hold on, guys. My chat just, I don't know where it went. Summer ocean waves. There you are. Okay. You have a great, lovely rest of your day and a great weekend too. If we don't see you again, everybody say goodbye to summer ocean waves. Anthony says, good morning to Todd. Rubberneck says, if affected him the worst. Tori says, good morning, Gray Wolf and Todd. Michael says, hello, Wolf. Gray Wolf, good. Thank you. 70, thank you. Lisa says, hey, Gray Wolf. Kitten says, hey, Gray Wolf. Rubberneck says, my baby bro, love him very much, but he struggles. Aw, I'm sorry, Rubberneck. Uncle says, also the youngest. Rubberneck says, of course I try to help him as I can. Benjamin, hello, Benjamin. It's a nice shop, but would have been better to invest in stem cells and nanobots. It's not my boat. It's not my life. Summer says, sorry to hear that, Rubberneck. Sammy's here. Sammy from Miami. Hey, Sammy. Thank you, Benjamin. Peter Harper's here. Hi, Peter. Peter says, hi, everyone. How are you? Todd says, Gray Wolf, your pond looks great. It does. Rubberneck says, I'm the oldest of three. One girl, two boys. Summer says, my 17-year-old toy poodle passed and I still miss her. Aw, Summer. I bet you do. I lost my 16-year-old dog 2 years ago as well. Rubberneck's me and my two brothers. I'm the oldest. Anthony, guys, here's Getting's page. She has here when I came in 2020 a good YouTube short. Yeah, getting I thought getting hold on. Oh, that's not the right one. All right, hold on. I just messed it up again. Anthony's a summer see ya. Getting says hi, Peter. Uncle Hairball says take care. Summer ocean waves. Rubberneck says it's something I tend to struggle with still. Summer says, "Oh, I'm sorry." Daisy hugs. Thank you, Summer. California Dream and dropped getting sleep. Getting says hi, Peter. Summer says, "Thank you, Daisy. I'll see you later." You got it, Summer. Ocean waves. Yes, Rubberneck. I still cry about her every day. Me too. Summer, I was crying this morning over my dog that I lost. Her name was Betsy. I lost her in 2023. I cry every day too about her. Feel ya. Anthony Peter, another friend from my beginning on YouTube. Wish there was no death, says Rubberneck, right? Got to be something after it, right? She didn't get sick or get health problems, right? Take care, Uncle. Uncle leaving? Did I miss it? Sammy, you two are scaring me. I'm super attached to my cat. I don't want to think I'd miss her every day. Oh, I know, Sammy. Believe me. Uncle Harball says hugs days. Thank you, guys. Live like we should. Love like we should. I hate death. Gotta learn to deal with it. Yeah. Though, yes, I believe this cannot be it. There has to be more. Peter says, my pleasure, Anthony. Uncle says, I'm not leaving. I thought summer was. Okay. Okay. California, you're very welcome. Tori, summer. On days I know the feeling. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it's okay. I was crying over this morning. Just miss her. I miss her every day. Every single day I miss her. Todd says, how long since you seen one of the boats actually use Daisy? All the time, Todd. That big boat's going out. It's going out very soon. See all the people? They're going out. Sorry, guys, my mic died. It died. I didn't know it was died. Sorry, guys. Is that better? Can you hear me? It's okay. I'm okay. Sorry, guys. We'll see you, Anthony. Anthony's got to go. All right. See you, Anthony. All right. Sorry, guys. My mic died. I love hugs, but nobody I go around is a hugger. I'm a hugger. Hey, sad man. How's it going? Hugs for all, Rubberneck. Hugs for everybody. Sounds of silence. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Summer Ocean Waves. I love you too. Thank you so much. We love you, Anthony. Yes. Hugs are good for you. Thank you, Anthony. Rubberneck, but we must move on. Yep. Nope. I have my moment, and then I'm okay. You know. But it just comes on. You can't help it, right? Thank you, Lisa. Anthony says, yuppers, CD, love you all. You understand, Summer? I know, right? Thank you, everybody. Okay, we're good. I'm good. It comes and goes. It comes and goes all the time. I love you guys. There, I'm Lisa. Dinovic, Uncle, I give you a hug. I come from a culture where hugs and kisses are a must. I like that, Dinovic. Anthony says, bye, Gitten. What time is it there? Oh, Gitten's got to go? Oh, bye, Gitten. I missed it somehow. You just needed some time to cry off camera. I'm good. Michael, thank you. Thumbs up. Sorry, guys. I'm okay. It's good. It is healing. It is. Peter, we're doing good. How about yourself? How's Peter doing? Thank you, everybody. It's so to cry and let it out. Yeah, I do. It just comes over you, right? Jenny, hi, I'm popping back in. Hi, Jenny, welcome back. Summer, now you're crying, and you were leaving. I'm so sorry, Summer Ocean Waves. I'm so sorry. Oh, Gitten's still here. I cried too. Oh, Gitten. We all know how it is, right? We all know. Thank you, everybody, so much. I cry every day for my mom. Oh, Tori. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Tori. I still have my mom. Dinovic, in Serbia, when you meet a friend, you hug and give 3 kisses on the cheek. Just 3, not 2. Not 4. Barbara goes, okay, let's turn our frowns around. It's Saturday. People enjoy that. There you go. Let's celebrate that it's Saturday and we're all together. Right? Thank you, Rubberneck. Group hug, Michael. Group hug, everybody. Group hug. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Group hug, Michael. I love it. Group hug. So we will come back this afternoon with games, okay? Fun fact, I also cried for my daughter that passed away before she was born. Aw, Tori. I'm so, so sorry. Turn that frown upside down, that's right. A party, that's right, a party. Let's shake it off. Thanks for sharing, but let's be happy. Yep, we had our cry. We had our sadness, and now we're going to have a happy, happy Saturday, right? Tori, I'm sorry about that. That's really hard, too. And I totally understand. Anthony, Tori, it took my mom 1 year to be able to go through his belongings after his passing. That's what he and my sister are doing now. Me and my sister, excuse me. Aw, sorry, Anthony. I'm so sorry, Anthony. There be live. There you go, Summer. There be live. There you go. We're gonna do a live where it's all about crying. Like we're gonna all cry over all our sadness, and then we're gonna turn it around and have happy thoughts. Robert, I thought that sounds like fun. Games. Don't worry, be happy, Jenny. I love it, Jenny. Anthony says prayers for Tori. Gitten says, yeah, group hug, right, Gitten? Oh, sorry, Tori. Yeah, sorry, Tori. Sammy, I feel like today's a role reversal day. I'm actually feeling better. Good, Sammy, good. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Subby says, giving my lovely, beautiful Tori a hug. There you go, Subby. Sammy says, I love the rain. Summer says, my mom used to say, I'll give you something to cry about. My mom used to say that too. I wonder if I said it to my kids. I don't think I ever said it to my kids. Mm-mm. I think my ex-husband said it to my kids, though, but I don't think I ever did. April says, Daisy, thank you so much for what you do. I love it. Great place to be, and it helps me more than you can know, so thank you. Oh, thank you, Uncle. Thank you, buddy. I love you, and I mean it. Auntie says, I'm so grateful to have my mom and dad. Oh, you're so lucky, Anthony. Yep. You're very blessed, Anthony. Sammy says, hey, Summer, LOL. Jenny. Summer, I heard the same growing up. Robert says, yes, Summer, I heard that over and over. Oh, my goodness, we all heard it. California Dream says, thank you. All I know, I have a beautiful angel and beautiful angels, excuse me, and heaven watch over me. You sure do, Tori. You sure do. Peter says, you're so kind, Anthony. Rubberneck says, LOL. Hey, Uncle Hairball, spank that like button. If you're lurking, hit the like button. If you're just scrolling, double tap your screen. We need one more for 70, then we can say goodbye. Summer says, yes, Rubberneck. Anthony, Peter here, getting the hugging. Hugs everybody. So my mom used to say, stop eating the crayons. I have a whole bunch of sayings from my mom. It's like, I know, Rubberneck, right? Me too. My mom sacrificed so much. She's wonderful. Oh, Rubberneck, I love that. I love that so much. Auntie, does any old wives' tales, Rubberneck? I'm thinking meatloaf sandwich for lunch. There you go, Uncle. You're blessed, Anthony. Yep, Sammy, Rubberneck, my mom too. I'm not half the person my mom was. Summer, I wish my angels would help me win at the casino. Summer. Oh, that's a good one. All right, we're gonna watch the boat leave, and then we're gonna go after that. Okay. My mom used to say chalk is not food. Did you eat chalk and crayons? Dad worked a lot, but also drank a lot. My mom raised us while Dad worked. Yeah, I got you. So this boat is actually going out, guys. We're gonna get to see it go out, and then we're gonna say goodbye, okay? For me, I say thank God for my mom. Me too. Thank God for my mom. Yeah, thank God for my mom. Don't leave Miss Daisy. What will you do? There they go. There they go. Such a beautiful community family we have here. We love each other. I love you too, Tori. Looks like fun. Use it or lose it. I always say see you later. She wasn't perfect, but perfect to us. That's right. My mom wasn't perfect either, but she was wonderful. You got a daughter? No, I don't. Where's the chicken that was swimming in the canal? Doctor not so happy. How's it going? Anthony, well, it was nice joining the morning chat. Thank you, Anthony. Yep, we're going to take off. There goes the boat. See it? Heading out to the ocean. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, thank you, Gitten. I love that you're here. I love you. I love that you're from Sweden. Hey, Doctor Not So Happy. My mom was perfect with the belt. Ooh. My mom didn't do that. With age and wisdom, and I see all her sacrifice she made. Yes, we see it as we get older, right? We do. Yep. All right, we're going to say goodbye, everybody. Thank you for being here today. We're coming back later with games. Thank you, Gitten. Thank you, Anthony, Jenny, Rubberneck, Zed, Uncle Hairball, Summer, Ocean Waves. Thank you, everybody. Tori, Subby, Lisa, Jenny. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you this afternoon with some games of some sort. I don't know what yet. Rubberneck, I love my dad also, even in his mess. I know he lives the best he can. That's right. There comes a point when you stop blaming your parents for what's going on in your life, because you realize that your parents, they're not perfect, and they do the best they can do for you, right? Bye, Lisa. Bye, Summer. Love you, got tan. Yep. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye, Summer. Bye, everybody. Bye, Gitten. Anthony, love you more than you know. Anthony's wonderful. I love Anthony, too. Exactly, days. That was perfect. Thank you, guys. I love you guys all so much, all right? We'll see you for games this afternoon. Bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Sammy, you too. Lisa. Rubberneck. Bye, everybody. True dating after adulthood, it's all your fault. After you get old enough to realize and you don't fix your life, it's on you. That's right. Bye, everybody. I love you guys. Bye. Take care, Sonal. Sonal's all about freedom. I love you, buddy.